Hey, what's up everybody? We are checking out Altis, which is the main map added to Arma 3 in a recent developer build. It's going to be part of the full release on September 12th, and I'm going to try to give you as much information as I can on the map. So first off, it's 270 square kilometers, which is bigger than any map we've ever seen before in most games. It's based off a real location called Lemnos, which is a Greek island, and it's pretty identical to the actual island, as you can see in this image of Lemnos here. And if you've been following the whole DayZ standalone story, you probably heard how the two workers for Bohemia got arrested for taking pictures of the Lemnos military equipment. They were detained for I think a little bit over 100 days, but now they're back safely with Bohemia working on the game. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you've probably played on Stratis before, so you should understand the size comparison in this photo. And Stratis is just so small compared to this new map. I'd have to say Altis is at least 6 times larger. I mean, playing Wasteland would just be really hard on such a big map, which is why I think Altis was really meant for the co-op missions. And it's actually good that they released the whole Stratis thing first so we could get a feel for the game instead of just this giant map thrown right at us. If you were to play on a 64-player server, this is probably about how it would look. Keep in mind the dots are way too big to represent players. So you could play games like Wasteland on here, but it would require much more movement, which actually isn't really that much of a bad thing, but it could get boring after a while trying to find players on such a gigantic map. In the game, the towns are a lot bigger when you compare it to Chernarus, where most towns only had about 7 or 8 houses. The large towns in Arma 3 are usually about the size of the marina on Stratis. The only con I do have about the game is the small variety of houses, but then again the towns do have a lot of different landscapes, so that kind of makes up for it. Even though it is an island, it still manages to have a lot of variety within the landscape of the map. I mean, there's mountainous and flat areas, there's cities and farms, whether it be a wind farm or a solar farm, and it's definitely a big difference in feel compared to Chernarus, but I think it's a step in the right direction for Bohemia. So next, I attempted to play some multiplayer on Altis, which actually went pretty well. I played a large co-op mission called Invasive Annex, you've probably heard of it, which involves taking over a large area filled with enemy. Now, most of the areas in this map don't have much cover, so I just went with a sniper. One of the squads went in close while me and a few others sniped from a distance. If you play Arma 3, you know just how good the community is, so one of my guys got hurt, and this other guy who I was sniping with dragged him like a half-mile to this unresponsive medic, and it was just awesome, you know, don't expect anyone to save your ass playing Battlefield 3. Overall, we did a pretty good job. We blew up some stuff, killed some AI, and had a pretty good time, even though the landscape of the terrain didn't make it the easiest, but we slowly began to learn some new tactics. Alright, so lastly I just want to show you guys some night footage of the game. Obviously Arma has a great lighting system, but if you have no night vision in an unlit area, you're really not going to get far. But areas like these gas stations, the lighting in them just adds so much realism. I mean, sometimes you'll just be driving along the road and come along a single spooky tan street light, and it'll just give you that chill that you normally get, and the night just adds a whole entire new level to Arma. Thanks for watching everybody, I hope you enjoyed it and maybe learned a thing or two. If you can, like the video so more people can see it, and subscribe for more content. That's all, have a good day.